Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing Propagandacast with me, host Imperial Dane. The one and only master propaganda heroes like defender of the fatherland of your 2v2 owner. Yes, it is indeed Eindhoven. In the south we have Haxes, and we got Helios fighting here for the German army, the Deutsches Afrika Korps. Here with the 16th Panzer Division, we got Espionage right off here for Haxes with a bike 250 half-track start. As for Helios, we got nothing there. Olvadi here with Australian defense, and of course Australians, and we got Johns, who's gone for the Americans, with advanced infantry. So, 16th Panzer Division here versus a combined American-British task force, 6th Armoured supported by elements of the American 45th Infantry. So we're off to the races here, and with Espionage, and that we'll have to see how that works out. Back rushing straight for the fuel point here. Probably not expecting to really take it, but probably hoping just like occupy and slightly delay the Allied siege of that fuel point. We can also note here by both Allied players working together here, focusing on the west side of the map, effectively handing over the east side here, at least temporarily, to the Germans. So some teamwork over there happening here, and I imagine we're also going to see some from Haxes and Helios. We got a second 250 half-track. That's two 250 half-track for the Germans, which basically would be a squad's worth of 250 half-track, since when it came to the 250 half-track, there were basically meant to be two of them per squad, whereas for the 250 one, was an entire squad in just one half-track. These was basically meant to be smaller, so more mobile, and, you know, a lot of others advantages. Though, of course, they obviously needed more of them. So, little fun fact there about the 250 half-track. Route 1 and 5 from the 250, quickly withdrawing here. We got Panzer goes out of Haxes. Bit of skirmishing for the western side. Allied forces again working together here, and Helios meanwhile is just completely unaware as to what Haxes is up against. I imagine Haxes will at one point or another, you know, inform his team that he's getting, you know, set up against a lot of Allied forces. There go Dingo, Australians rifling there. A lot of guns, a lot of firepower here. Germans holding up here by the western victory point. The position is definitely being overwhelmed here as Allied forces are pouring forward. He's got Olvadi there with the section on the way. East side here, we got the sappers grabbing their victory point there. Back at base here, nothing further happening for the Germans yet. Grabbing the point in the west, riflemen at the ready. Sections on the way here for Olvadi, so not going too heavy in the Australians, so again, versus the DAK. We definitely want snares. That does make sense. See if they got like a lot of 250 half-tracks like we see here. Again, the Australians do fall a bit short there. Second Panzer squad out of Haxes. So find an interesting build order there out of Haxes here versus the Allies. Allied forces now starting to split up more towards the other side of the map as well here. Going now more broader now they managed to, shall say, break up the Germans in the west. They're quick looking to like just overwhelm Helios and the rest, and also just make it harder for Haxes to get onto the field there. Not a bad tactic or strategy at all. Another section where they're for Olvadi. Got fighting here two squadrons, the Panzer Grenadiers here. Light support company for Haxes. And there we go, we got a bazooka team here. So that's an interesting choice here by Mr. Johns there. Basically, yeah, it's Johns. Going for both the rifle squad and the weapon support team there for bazookas. Or team weapon support then. Weapon support center, there we go. Bit tired, didn't sleep too well. So, either way, active engagement there. Very nice work. They get interesting though, obviously not without its risks, but at the same time, does provide some surprise elements here though, from John's toolkit here against the Germans. Half-text Panzer coming in, Australians bringing to assist here, covering the withdrawal here of John's men. Fast support elements here, and we got the Funk Panzerwagen here, as a call in there, but these calls upgrading his 250 half-track to the 250-3. Australian and British, American forces and British forces, they're falling a bit back here, so covering the centre victory point against enemy German push here. East side here, Dingo versus Panzer Grenadiers. Fire support elements upgrade almost done. And there you go. Funk Panzerwagen, gefechtsbereit. Pushing up the east side here. Panzer Grenadiers, Panzer Grenadiers, heavy fighting there. We got Americans now responding as well to the flank here out of Helios. And meanwhile, there's also happening. We actually got a small outrunner here. Bike there from Haxes pushing the west side. Thumbs up to that. MD-34 on the way for Haxes as well. Big Allied push here. Looking to dodge their main German force. Then the centre is what they assume to be it. Almost got the 250 chopper. The Dingo did go down, and there we go, 250 chopper track down. That kind of makes it sort of 50-50 there in terms of, like, you know, gains. Oh, to Helios there. Was yet to go for battle group. He's going for the light support company's run. Oh, to Johns, who's got 2 rival squads, or 3 rival squads, the captain and the bazooka team plus the scouts. No Sun Rangers though, all artillery observers here. White Phosphorus rocket there, catching in the Germans bunched up and of course making an example of them and pushing them back easily. Aggressive use of the White Phosphorus rocket, thumbs up to that. West side, German force continue to make great progress. And we got here the beacon up there from Haxes. Interesting choice there, interesting choice. Pursuing here 250-3 falling back.
A victory point is being taken from us.
Back here a bit quiet.
We have vehicles available in reserve.
The 250-3 was, I believe, a command vehicle, though I think there was just one for just more general radio communication. But typically, like, you know, high-level commander would be riding around like one of these, for example, Rommel did. Right around in a 250-3, though these were also open-topped. So, little fun fact there, he would later replace that with a captured British truck. I think actually a pair of British captured trucks. That's a fun side note there as well. Platoon leaders, though, would meanwhile be equipped in the 250-3 half-track with a 30mm gun there, what we've known as the anti-tank half-track in CoH3. That was actually a platoon leader vehicle. Fun fact. Up northeast, I was going for the Panzer Pioneer there. Anti-tank teams rifle camp, they're going to flank around here, hit the forces of Haxes in the rear. Center there, continued steady progress here. And we got armor support there out of Helios, ambulance as well there, so no double espionage. Would definitely be excessive there. Go Rangers out here for Johns, and got the flamethrowers. Fortunate for the... Oh, they did actually have a bazooka, they just didn't get to fire it off, it would appear. Certainly some good luck there for Helios' bike crew. Flak feeling on position, but has to be careful there with the Rangers and the bazooka team. Could cut yourself a lot of damage. First bazooka rocket fails. Helios going for the arc guard here. And there you go, Ranger suppressed here by the flak feeling. Motor pool there for Johns. Lightly Chaffies and Greyhounds here. East out there. Helios coming up here, pushing through the castle ruins, clearing them of any British presence. Panzers they could do with being withdrawn and reinforced. They are low in health and they are low in numbers. Not really much purpose, honestly, for Haxes at this point to have them there, particularly not close to the front line. West side here, flak filling, they continue to duel it out here with the American troops. Rail squad wing's got grenades research, you could snare it up here, but it appears he does not. Much of the fortune of the flak feeling crew there. East side there, German forces continue to make an excellent advance. The Allied forces have vanished like dew before the sun. And we got the recce section here with a scope of the Enfield rifle engaging the arc to the rescue here for the Germans. Got a forward medical center here out of Johns. Technically frontline medical station, but you get the gist. We got more Panzers here out of the Germans. In this case, actually Haxes. Interesting choice. You typically don't see, like, most DAK players commit that heavily to Panzer Grenadiers. Still not this late into the game. That is beyond the first few minutes there. So, interesting choice there by Haxes. Quite interesting. I do hope it goes to veteran school leaders. And certainly, looking at Helios, veteran school leaders would also be a good addition for him. He's got 3 squads of Panzer Grenadiers that would benefit immensely from it. They definitely, I think, should go for the veteran school leaders there, just for the best purpose. Panzer's moving up here, flak filling, supporting, heading into the troops there. West side points being seized for the rifle squad. And there we go. Stuart Light tank there out for Olvadi. And we got Johns there with the M24 Chaffee Light tank. Germans being further pushed back here as light armor provides the Allied force here with just enough punch here to mess up the German situation. Oh, anti-tank rifles about to get wiped out here. Yes, that's a wipe there on Olvadi. Great work there by the Germans, or bit of a slip there by Olvadi, probably a bit of both. Grenades on the sappers, quick concussive grenade, though of course worth noting, almost all German grenades work like that. They were technically in a sense stun grenades because they rely primarily just on explosive force. They didn't rely on fragments to, like, you know, kill. They basically meant as offensive grenades, like you chuck them, you know, you either kill or you stun the defense and then quickly follow up. The problem with fragmentation grenades is they typically have these fragments that can keep ricocheting. So, you know, you throw them into a building, you can't easily follow up, like, you know, on the offensive. So you have to be a bit more careful. And so the Germans preferred, you know, a regular grenade. They did have fragmentation sleeves they could wrap around or, like, add to the M24 grenades and other grenades. But, yeah. Little fun fact there. Little fun fact. Pack crew there. Up for Haxes. Let's pop over to his perspective. And let's pop over here to Olvadi. Who's going for a 30 cal there. Clearly the presence of German infantry. Oh, that's it, because it's time to get a bit on his nerves. The Western victory point form there. There are 2 Johns. 373 versus 375. Victory points. It's actually pretty close between the two, but the Allies are getting the upper hand here, and they quickly become a problem there. The Germans don't resolve that with enough speed and alacrity. Bazooka teams, supported by the captain and the chaplain, moving in here. German positions in the southern castle ruins is steadily collapsing here. But there you go, Marder to the rescue, slamming into the chaff there with its PaK-36R, which was the German designation for captured Soviet anti-tank guns. They would typically reball them to using PaK-40 ammunition. Fun fact. Whoops, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Got the Marder moving up here. German forces, or British forces now falling back. We've even got the 2-pounder gun here out for Olvadi. Marder dashing in. And we got here a lightest infantry shots that for Haxes. Primary supportive Rangers, they're getting suppressed again. Quickly pushed off here. 2-pounder gun again. The Marder pushing that off. MD-34, those the advancing troops.
The enemy have claimed our sector.
And Pan's now being murdered by the Vickers. Also, additional fun fact, when the British forces encountered the PaK-36 Armoured and either the Marder 2 or the Marder 3, they actually thought the Germans managed to mount the Flak 88 on it in the first place because it was just so powerful to them. So, little fun fact there. Scouts are being absolutely mauled. We got here people who repair for Olvadi. Even more fun fact, though, is they actually created a sort of really weird-looking anti-tank half-tech using the PaK-36R. There was sort of like an up-armored, sort of like, you know, Marder wannabe. I believe it was called the Diana. It was like really big and, you know, definitely not the nicest looking thing, but they did see service in North Africa. There was sort of a weird improvisation there. Got weapons here being dropped in, a lot of them. We got multiple ranges out here, of course, for Johns. German forces, they're occupying the center here, and quite aggressively. Another PaK-36 are here for Haxes. Vickers withdrawing here. We got 252 versus 375. Allies still have the triple cap here on the victory points, and the Germans do need to resolve this issue expediently before they get resolved by the Allies. Emma simming about, holding troops about there. You also got a Flampanzer 3 here out of Helios. Definitely not something you see too often.
PaK-38 is entering the field.
Second PaK-38 here for Haxes. Big Allied assaulted. Multiple Rangers, British forces, Stuart light tanks here. Head-on assault and then some artillery being called in here. Bit brutish, and I feel like here the Allies could like launch attacks on the flanks here, try to outmaneuver the Germans as well, rather than just, you know, moving everything down a very, you know, small, narrow arc. I do think this is definitely tactically inefficient. I mean, obviously they can make it work with enough, you know, numbers and absolute, you know, sheer disregard for casualties. I mean, just look at the Russians in Ukraine now. But just like the Russians in Ukraine, it can be a bit of an expensive, you know, thing to do there. And they are taking quite the punishing there. Flampanzer, they're going for wipes, might get the range in. They do get the wipe here. Great there for Helios. Murdering one of John's as their rangers. But there goes Stuart Light Tank that at least avenges them. Fighting for the center remains absolutely incredibly intense. Casualties piling up. The roads are littered with corpses and burning vehicles. Absolutely brutal stuff there. We have tech there, at least for Olvadi, none yet for Johns, from what I can tell. Did that just happen? No, that's just the sound effect from that one. West side flag filling, spotting a few rival squads, pushing that back. We got a second 250-3 here out of Haxes. Clearly, he is all about that funk. which basically means radio in German. Fun fact! Rangers there being forced back. We got a command tank now here of Helios. Definitely not something to see too often. Over to Helios though, and over to Johns. We'll be interested to see what Johns does. I mean, he's done just one Ranger squad, or 2 Ranger squads still, but he did lose 1, plus some other units. Machine gun there wiped out as the German forces barrel the way here through the center. We also got the Funkpanzerwagen down around on the flanks. Interesting moves there. Rangers, scouts, and British forces there trying to get close to the anti-tank, but they're taking immense amounts of punishment here from the Germans. The command tank unloading Haxes shells into the bunched up Allied forces. He's laying down countless beacons here, and I believe there's the ones for like siphoning off resources at that. Yeah, it is pretty cheeky there. You can see like on the points, they're suddenly giving notably less resources there. Yeah, that's pretty cheeky work there. Pretty cheeky work, basically cutting off the Allies for a fair bit of the fuel that way. So, thumbs up there to Haxes. I mean, key point is like they're not getting 1 and they're getting 4 of these. Typically they get 5 and, you know, 10. So that's basically a total of 11 fuel there. He's now denying the Allies per minute while also getting it. That's really good. And the way it's done again is like, you know, a lot more subtle. So again, of course, they can look for the beacons, they can find them, but they have to pay attention to this because again, unless again they look directly on it, they're not going to give like any warnings about this. That's the really devious part about these beacons there out of Haxes. Your opponent has to like, you know, look effectively at the books and go, hang on, I'm not getting the amount of fuel I'm supposed to do, which obviously, while you men are getting shot at and there are tanks in the field, you may not be quite thinking, you know, about that an awful lot. So this is very sneaky play there by Haxes. I believe he's also got the same thing going here with Nations points. So yeah, he's getting a lot of resources he's denied to the Allies. And again, they think they got the points. They think they're getting full resources. And Haxes just laughing all the way to the bank. Before he siphons off the bank as well, obviously. That's probably why he's laughing in the first place. Section there being wiped out. Command tank dashing in here. Heavy losses there for Olvadi. The heavy finding the Rangers pushing forward, support of the bazooka team here. German Panzers there, spawn command tank there. Go White Foster's rocket force in the scatter. Pack 38's in the move here. German force in the center remaining fairly dug in here. We got 188 versus 234. And we got the Panzer Commando here on the way for Helios. Thumbs up.
Confirmed. We have 5 command points available. A munitions point is being taken from us.
182 versus 324. Germans still behind on victory points, but they're definitely getting ahead on resources. I think we can safely say that.
Our territory is in enemy
Inside here we
hands.
got the Flam Panzer moving to flash out some British forces there, sneaking him out. Panzer Command almost in there for Helios, got the western points in. He's still siphoning the points. Now he's just grabbing them as well while laying down mines. Again, so far, just no indicator there out of the Allies. They realized where the resources are going. Hey, Bob, yeah, I think we might be getting less fuel. Huh? I don't get it. We have the points. Yeah, but the numbers aren't not as big. What? I'm American. I don't understand numbers. I understand freedom and democracy. Anyways, Matilda moving up the side here. It looks like he's finally decided to, like, you know, go, hang on. Hang on. Someone's stealing the lifeblood of democracy. And I was going hunting for those siphons there, so thumbs up there, I guess, to John for finally catching on to the fact he was, you know, being exposed to a Ponzi scheme there. Command tank there being, or Flam Panzer there being fixed up. Command tank is there, though. And there you go, finding the other beacon. So with that, the Allies are finally going to start getting fuel again. Finally. Like the quantities than before. Until they're running straight into the Pack 38s here, taking heavy fire here. Got those incendiary munitions loaded up there. West side here, got a big Allied push here. There we go. Nice move here by Johns, exposing a gap here in the Allied, or the German focus to push everything into the east side. Johns makes the move, Rangers moving in there. Machine gun in trouble, ambulance also in trouble, obviously being set upon there by American forces. The worst fear of any ambulance driver in any nation, in any conflict. Being face to face with Americans. Even it's on their own side. East side here, Flampanzer moving in there. The assault though was with the storm because again, they have a tendency they're bunching up, making it easier to push back. East side here, German Flampanzer fear they're moving about, causing havoc there amongst Olvadi stuff there. So to Olvadi and to Haxes. And we got an ambulance on there for Haxes. We got here the Firestorm Unleashed. Load of incendiary rockets returning from Companies 1. And they were part of the Terror Doctrine. Fun fact. More mines here at the Funkpanzerwagens. Sappers, Matilda, absolutely obliterating here. Helios Panzergrenadiere. Causing quite a bit of grief there. Olvadi bring up another Matilda, noting of course he does not have access to any archers here. We got 182 to 213. Germans now got the triple cap, they're bleeding out the Allies now, and they're definitely gonna want to do this as fast as possible before the Allies have any chance to maybe, like, you know, turn things around again. 2-pounder gun engaging command tank shot either fails to hit or fails to penetrate. 182 is 195. Allied victory point count is steadily slipping through their hands. Big push with the Rangers again, though. Relying heavily on just bunching up his forces there. Which again, obviously allows some concentrated firepower, but does also, like, you know, have the possibility of things going very pear-shaped very quickly if it's not careful. Got one of the Funkpanzerwagens, of course, still want to go. We also got a Stukas to Fuss out of the Haxes. Because at this point, the party would suspect maybe he's going to just go straight for a Tiger tank or something like that. I mean, he's not exactly short on fuel at this point. I mean, you know, benefit a lot from all that siphoning. Range continue assault here. We've got white phosphorus rocks on the machine gun there. Nice work there by Johns. Line for gun crew, they're about to get wiped out. Second machine sitting up here. Other machine, they're retreating right past them. Repositioning again. Here we could see a wipe the machine. That'd be huge, of course, here for Johns. But if he runs off with it, just destroys it. Now he decides to wreck the anti-tank gun. Not line for gun. There we go. Stukas' barrage here on the Rangers. Rockets coming down, screaming here. One squad just, well, bolts. The other one that sticks around and largely dodges it all. East side here, German forces funding up for the Eastern Castle Ruins. British forces are trying to make their way in, but the Germans are not having any of it. Funkpanzer in there, busy grabbing points. And we got a fresh support weapon here. Another 2-pounder gun out full body.
We shall put an end to this fight. Tiger heavy tanks will be made available.
And there you go. Got the armored reserves there for Haxes again. I'm definitely suspecting a Tiger tanky out of Haxes. Again, that fuel siphon really meant he got a lot of fuel for a Tiger tank. Armored reserves halfway down here. Matildas was the advancing command tank and Marder here. Got massive artillery strikes here. Oh, it's a creeping barrage, taking out the Marder. Nice work there by Olvadi. Thumbs up. Removing a key asset there for Haxes in dealing with all the British armor. Of course, we do have another Marder on the way. Back here at the back lines, you can see the Haxes building up his forces again, even as Johns is just moving forwards and occupying as much as he can here for the west side of the map and preparing it for any eventual Allied assault. And Olvadi deciding it's time to bring in the big guns, goes for the 17-pounder gun unlock. Thumbs up to that. Subs there being mauled, grenades off.
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
There you go, MD34 setting up here. Ready to hose down the advancing Rangers. There you go, meeting them with well-placed German fire there, but the Rangers definitely not giving up. East Team got another Ranger coming around the corner. Mark II pound grenade off here, which definitely did have fragments. Part of it, I mean, that's directly built into the grenade, unlike the Stielhandgranate. Fun fact. East side here, we got Matildas versus the Panther III command tank and the Flampanzer. Almost got the flamethrower tank here. It looks like the flamethrower tank narrowly escapes here. Nope! Didn't! Cooked off there. And the west side here, Rangers retreating there. We got the Stukas was busy as always. They're just unleashing rockets upon suspected allied positions. To Helios again and to Johns. Just got 3 Ranger squads now. Meanwhile, Helios is running up infantry. He's got a command tank and a bunch of martyrs. That's about it. How he's playing out. I mean, he could also be going for a Tiger tank here. Maybe Stooks, maybe a Panther IV. We will have to, of course, see what Helios is, you know, playing at himself. Besides, I imagine not losing. 156 on 2. German lead remains, you know, reasonable. Not massive, but it is a lead. It is a lead, and certainly at these low number of victory points, that still look pretty big. Like, he's got 33% more victory point right now than his opponents, which is, you know, fair advantage. Rangers moving in, the captain's role, they're catching the machine crew, and of course, with all the veterancy and the ability they get, they can just absolutely wipe the machine crew if it isn't, like, already set up with proper support. And there you go, destroyed. Massive blow there to the Germans, losing one of their linchpins here, dealing with all these Rangers.
Victory point under enemy control.
You see here fighting alt continues, a bit of a tug of war there. And there you go, we actually got a nice flank here by Johns, like going to move up here behind the German lines in the castle ruins, could actually catch the packs and wipe them, maybe in the martyrs. West side here, blood skirmishing, the Germans have recaptured the victory point once more. There we go, going with the Assault Rangers, Captain, they're leading the way here. Bars, machine guns, flamethrowers, Robertson bazookas here. Causing chaos and confusion in the ranks of Helios and Haxes here. Their positions are absolutely compromised. The ambulance there. The driver just clutches his head as he goes, "The Americans! They never stop!" Rangers moving in, the direct artillery hit on them, some are not doing too much damage. Panzer goes wiped out, the huge blow here to the Germans. And we got Matilda's running forwards here. Center though being heavily fought over. We got another Ranger squad versus a lot of Panzer Grenadiers. Still no veteran squaddies of the Haxes, and so not for Helios. Of course, at this point it doesn't matter too much. He actually goes for another flamethrower tank. Meanwhile, Haxes is going for a Tiger tank. Bit of a difference there. Bit of a difference. Rangers move continuing forwards here. Further armor collapsing here. Helios desperately trying to, like, you know, recover control here, but it's not looking great there. Martyr is in trouble. Command tank, they do make camp, pack some trouble until being called in. Absolute chaos here. Helios has got next to nothing left at this point. One Panzer Grenadier squad, one Veteran 2 command tank, and the flamethrower tank. Everything else is dead. Rangers of them being wiped out on a treaty by the Panzer Grenadiers. Very good, there we go. Captain tank down as well here. That said, obviously, that's not going to necessarily compensate for the massive losses here that Helios has suffered. Comparatively, Johns has a reasonably larger force here compared to Helios, so I'd like to stress there's next to nothing left. Hit him, anti-tank mine here. Blowing out the engine on the Matilda 2. Thumbs up there. And down it goes. Taking out by Pack 38 here. We've got 151-64. Their allies are fighting like madmen here. They're wanting to get those victory points back. In the west, MD34 puts up a singular defense here. And Tiger tank here has been committed by Haxes to just barrel straight through the Allied lines. And there you go, White Phosphorus the machine in the west here. Thumbs up there to Johns. He's really made good use of the bazooka team for, well, firing White Phosphorus rockets. Pulling up the Sander here. And support the Tiger, which goes down to the 17-pounder gun. Massive blow to the Germans. Huge. 151-50. That was a great kill for the Allies. That really removed a massive asset there. And again, particularly when you factor in that Helios right now is in a Or it's steady. He's going for some regular tanks now. Thumbs up. But overall, Helios just is not in a great spot. Rangers moving forwards here. 250 is in trouble here. East up, Panther 3 moving up. Rangers moving in. Come on, tank firing away. Grenades off. And watching from the bazooka team. And there you go, 17 coming points, position again, but I think there he realized he can't do that easily. So it's Olvadi and over to Haxes. Ambulance on the way there for Haxes. Command and flamethrower tank plus Panther armoring the 17 pounder gun. We got artillery called in. It's kind of nutty fighting here. And there you go, incendiary firestorm there, catching some of the armed support weapons. Nickers being forced off, 2 pounder gun in trouble, 17 pounder gun being circled around here. Flampanzer clearing out the 6 pounder, or 2 pounder, and now the 17 pounder gun crew could be wiped out and seized by the Germans. Good God. This match is just turning around quickly. Matilda moving in here. Another Matilda light for Olvadi, but what we do with his wiped 17 pounder gun? Can he do anything about it? There you go, quickly moving to recruit here. Not quite smooth operator there at Olvadi, but close enough. Anti-tank crew they're taking up. We got 100 versus 39. Fighting remains utterly high-pitched here. West side there, German armored forces they are launching assault to capture the western victory point here, but against an ace bazooka team there, this could end up being just a bit tougher than they anticipated. But there you go. Flampanzer comes through and saves the day. Center there, Allied forces are just pouring into the cratered moon landscape there. We got 77 versus 39. East side here, victory point being grabbed by German forces as well there.
Only 75 points remain.
74 here versus 39. Got some more weapon swaps, I think, there for John's Rangers. Copying that in. Until 2 is the Panther Fee there. Grenade off. Oh dear. Until 2 with engine damage, and down it goes. Huge blow there. We got 74 versus 32. West side here, the Allied attempt to get on the Vista victory point is quickly shot down here by the armored fist of Das Vaterland. Rangers there, we got triple Ranger squads again here for Johns, getting ready for another push in the center. Oh, Funk Panzerwagen has funked its last and gets absolutely shown off to Funky Town. As the Rangers though keep moving forward, machine crew caught a bad spot. Stuggles' barrels here not doing too much. 17 pounder gun there, moving about. Out of chaos, out of carnage. 69 versus 28. 68. Rangers continue to hunt down the anti-tank guns. 17 pounder guns scores another great hit. We got bazooka teams, we got the Rangers here. Anti-tank being wiped. We got Panzerglas here to the rescue. We do also have plunder there. Thumbs up to Haxes. Rangers doing with the cannon to halt the German advance here, but it's just not enough. East side there fighting for the victory point continues to go on as well. We got Panzers there descending upon Olvadi's Matilda 2. So many Panzer 3s in a command tank. £17 gun, they're busy just shooting at stuff. Could actually try and load up. We had the veterans who fought the Haxes, but around to shoot at the infantry. It's actually quite good. And there you go, plenty of grenades here just to wipe out that crew. Haxes clearly taking no prisoners. Chances. And there you go, setting about wrecking that 17-pounder gun. Haxes also setting up for another Tiger here. Should be able to go for one now. There you go, Tiger tank out. Bit risky that considering a few victory points are left, but in this case it does pan out. But again, definitely not that risky.
Only 25 points remain for
51 versus 24. Another Stuggles' barrage here. There we go, Tiger out. Command tank versus the sappers. Good hit there on the ambulance there from the Americans. In this case, actually, these are the Americans, just with the 2-pounder gun. Sir, we spotted 2 targets, an ambulance and a self-propelled artillery piece. Aim for the ambulance, men! Aim for the ambulance!
For the victory point! Our foe is on the brink of
51 missiles down here, allies are pretty deep in it. That does look to be GG. Does look to be GG. 4 points. Go GG out of Olvadi. And there we go. Game over. Game over. Brutal fight, certainly close at times, but I do think in part the Allies were somewhat undone by John, essentially just like relying heavily on sledgehammer blows, or, you know, up-deep cut strategies here, tactics like just constantly like just charging in, and there was little attempt, I think, attempts like flank or just, you know, spread out his men a bit more. He could have used smoke. There's a lot of things that I think Johns could have done better than just getting a lot of ranges and then sending them straight to the enemy gun lines. The fact he could at least make it work to some extent, obviously, you know, highlights an issue, but at least he bled himself dry doing so. But he definitely should have gone for something to support all these, you know, ranges, tactically at least. We also have an Armoured there, but again, I think that's a bit late. Again, mortars of the smoke and grip bells, just, you know, flanking attack from more angles than just one, would have done, I think, a lot of work there for Johns. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment, tell a friend, tell a family. As always, you can support the Propagandacaster by donating on Patreon. This is Imperial Losing. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.